Biden is out swinging again. Did you see that?
You mean what he did with his son?
Yeah. And this question is for you as a dad.
I know you were. As soon as you said that, I knew you were going to throw that at me. When you said Biden, I was like, here we go.
You're a dad, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do it? I respect him for doing it. He has like 2 more months in office, and he using his power to pardon his son. Wouldn't every dad do that?
Well, he knew it was going on for a long time, right? Like, he knew what his son was into. So why wasn't he trying to check his son that whole time? Right? Biden had power, he had money. If I'm not mistaken, his son's been fucking up for years. Right? That's where it gets muddy for me. Because I'm like, why weren't you stepping in sooner?
Yeah.
Why weren't you trying? I mean, I know it's easier said than done, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you feel like in those kind of circles and that kind of power, he can kind of be like...
Check him.
Check his son quick and put his ass in line. And then bailing him out like that...
I think it was the right move.
It's your child, I get it. But I think where he fucked himself... Can I say fucked?
Yeah.
Okay. Is all those times they interviewed him, he said, nope, not going to do it. Nope. If he would have kept his mouth shut and then did it, it would have been more like, well, he's his dad, I get it. Trump's bringing Homeboy in. Homeboy's probably going to go right after him, bring him in. So that's why he was doing it. You get that, right? Like protecting his son. I think that would have been a smaller blow. But it's the fact that on 3 or 4 different occasions, he was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pardon. You know, he was high in high water that he wasn't going to do it.
Not even only him, his staff and all of them said, no, we won't pardon him.
Exactly. Like, that's what I said. Like, hell and high water, they made it sound like.
But he said that just because he was running. As soon as he was done running, he was like, nah, of course I'm going to pardon my son. I'm still president for 2 more months. Let me use my power to get my son out. And not only that, let me do so they can't investigate him from 2014. So a 10-year span, they can't do anything to him.
Okay, well, how about if Trump did something like that?
He did.
With his son?
No, he pardoned his daughter's husband's dad, I think.
On his brother's, sister's, cousin's side?
No. He did that, and now he's going to be he's getting a position in France in his government. Bill Clinton did the same thing. He's pardoned some family. Everyone
I didn't know that.
Everyone is doing it. And Biden is so checked out as well. He's just doing the movements right now. You can clearly see.
He's quit his job. It's like the last week left. He's kind of coming in.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there getting a paycheck. Yeah. Like, when you're leaving a job and you're going to a new one, you're like, fuck it.
I saw today he was in some press conference in Africa, and they asked him questions about him pardoning his son. And he answered like, welcome to America. That's all he answered with. And it was in the script. It wasn't even AI. It was in the script, like, welcome to America. That's just what it answered to. It was almost the same when he was telling people to get vaccinated in hurricane season.
It's a very slippery slope. It's hard when you're a parent, but at the same time, I kind of feel like he's had plenty of years to kind of get. He's been in politics forever, right? Biden. He's got the power. He can get his son into. Like, I just feel like he should have stepped in sooner and to check his kid. And it's an easy cop out, right? It's like mommy and daddy are going to fix it, and that's probably why. If I want to be a dick, that's probably why Hunter's in the situation he's in before, because it was like, mom and dad will fix it. Mommy and daddy will give me money. Hey, you watch it because my dad is so-and-so. You know those guys, right?
Yes.
So that's probably why he's in the situation he's in before Biden bailed him out again. I bet he's bailed him out a lot more times that we'll never know about.
This is true.
Right?
You don't go from nothing, then start smoking crack.
No.
And hanging out with hookers.
For my kids to get to that point, I would have to done everything I possibly did. Physically beat the shit out of them. I don't care if anyone gets upset for that, because I got put through a wall.
Bahamas.
I got put through a wall once and twice when I was growing up. Best thing that could have happened. You know what I mean? Like, fix my shit quick. Sometimes no one's above an ass kicking, dude.
You come from Italian roots. So.
Anyway, still, an ass kicking sometimes is needed, right? Nobody's above an ass kicking.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're 6 or 60. You acting up?
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
So yeah, so that's where I stand on that. Like, 'cause I saw that and I was just like, not a good look. Not a good look to leave office when you're already people are already kind of throwing stones at you.
Yeah, but he doesn't give a shit.
He'll probably
That's
forget next week he even did it.
he don't even know he did it. Probably. No, but that's my thing with him. He feels so checked out.
He's probably like, yeah, I'm just here for the pudding.
He's wearing Trump hats. He's going around. He did some
He's
weird
going to
speech
bingo
in
night.
Africa.
He's like watching Matlock. He's doing all the old people stuff. He's eating yogurt and ice cream and
Just
living life, dude.
I can't believe he
Living
was
his
the
best
president
life.
for 4 years. When you look at him now, he's so checked out.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's where I stand on that.
There's
So
nothing there.
that's where I stand on that.
But you would pardon him. At the end of the day, you would pardon your son if you had the power to protect your son. Of course you would.
Yeah.
You're a dad. I would do it, and I'm not even a dad.
Yeah.
I would do it to you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
If you
I love you, but if you murdered like 30 people, I'm not pardoning you, bro.
he didn't he registered a gun wrong, and he blamed he was on drugs, so he lied under oath, and he smoked a little bit of crack, and he hooked up with some hookers.
Okay, that's like
He's
a regular
a-
Friday night for
he's-
most people. What are you talking about?
He's a wild boy.
Okay, so that means he needs to. There must be a lot more to that if he's getting pardoned by the president, dude.
That's what it is.
Whatever.
But he also has some shady deals in Ukraine.
There, there it is.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And those deals he could never land without his dad being vice president. Because he was vice president for Obama, wasn't
I
he?
told you he's that guy. Well, my dad.
My dad
My dad can. My dad can buy your dad.
I hate those guys. You can totally see him. The announcer for the Tyson and Jake Paul fight, he was clearly one of those guys. I remember he had the look. He was like,
Who's that?
My dad is the boss man.
Oh yeah. Yes, exactly that guy. I didn't like. Yeah, he looked like a prick.
He looks like one of those.
He looked like one of those.
Yeah.
Mommy and daddy's money is going to take care of everything. And
You're right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that. Biden's gone, mentally and physically.
I think he has some more shots in him. He's gonna do weird
blanks.
shit. Yeah, but he's gonna do more.
He's shooting blanks.
He's got 2 months. He's gonna do some more weird shit. I think it's fun to have him in there. It's almost like
Well, it's comical.
yeah,
It's like, what is he going to do next? It's like watching a sitcom.
yeah. It's like living in a simulation right now. But everyone is doing it. That's why I didn't react to it the way like everyone is going after him. It's like, wouldn't you do it?
Well, to finish this, I think it's because he said a number of times he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right? It would have been more like okay, but
Yeah,
He went back
and
on his
my
word.
finishing thing is I think he always was going to pardon him. He just said he wouldn't until he got into office again, and then he would do it anyway. And then I'm like, I'm in office.
But some old people don't give a shit, man. They get to a certain age and they're just like, fuck it. What are you going to do?
Those are the best
What are you
people.
gonna
Those
do?
are the best people.
What are you going to do?
More people.
I got like 6 years left. What are you going to do, man?
Yeah.
What could you possibly do?
I always said when I'm really, really old and frail, I want to try heroin. Everyone says heroin is so nice, like it's the best. And when you're that old and don't give a fuck anymore, anyway, then
Yeah, but all you do is talk about longevity. What if you do it and you got another 30 years and you're just tweaking in a corner for the rest of the 30 years?
this is true.